My life before I started with the Living Proof Institute, you could say, was a living hell. I had been through a series of surgeries, including open heart surgery, and my weight gain was like a runaway train, and I knew I needed to do something. What made me say yes to the Living Proof Institute was that I had a trusted friend. She was looking so happy, and she and I were like a similar amount of chubbiness, I guess. And she was reporting about her glucose levels, and I simply asked her, "What are you doing? Because you're looking good." And then I had an initial, I guess, interview and some consultation, and everything lined up for me. All their core values, I could tell this was going to be a good fit for me and them. And, if there were any hesitations to getting started, it could have been a lack of confidence, because you're diving into something, it's a big commitment, and you don't know how it's going to work out. And I've tried pretty much everything under the sun, often really committed to it and at great expense. So that's a little scary, but the other part of it was it's not only a big commitment time-wise, but it was a fairly good-sized commitment financially as well. And that could have been something that held me back, but I felt my health was worth it. My journey in health with the Living Proof Institute has been truly life-changing. I started out, I had gained a lot of weight, so I lost that recently gained weight, and then I was able to lose a bit more, and I still am losing. They introduced me to intermittent fasting, which is now a way of life for me. I think here the Living Proof approach is different in that you feel that one-on-one connection. There's weekly meetings with other people in the program. That's kind of fun. If you're just starting out, you can see people who are further down the line than you are. They use a lot of science. They included an Oura ring, which really helps you track your sleep. So there's this really cool scale that measures body fat, not just like your numbers. What surprised me the most about the Living Institute course that I did was that I actually did lose weight. I mean, just a lot of times where I've tried and the scale doesn't budge, but I really did lose the weight, and I feel a big change in my health and well-being. I also feel like I've learned things that I can stick to in the long term. It wasn't just a temporary fix and then, I'll leave and the weight comes back. It just doesn't feel that way at all. What also surprised me is that I never felt like I was a fat person on this program, like it was my fault that I had gained all this weight. It was more like, this is where you are, this is what you got to work with, and let's move forward. And I think the overall feeling in that program helps you come to that place of feeling positive and that you can change. So if you're watching this, I highly suggest you check it out and join up. My name is Brooke, and I live in Nashville, Tennessee in the United States.